everybody, my name is Christine and welcome back to my channel. I hope you have been enjoying Vlogust so far, and if you've missed any of the Vlogust episodes, check my description box because I have a full playlist for Vlogust 2020, and if you feel like watching some cringy videos, Vlogust 2017, although I don't recommend it. I feel like we've been in the kitchen a lot lately. Is that just me? Is that you? I feel like we've been talking a lot lately. This whole video everyday thing, I'm getting sick of myself. In today's video, we are going to be doing the cooking portion of my food for a diabetic. If you've missed any of the previous videos talking about that, I did an interview with my mom, who is a diabetes specialist. When I was making the meal plan, I showed you guys the grocery haul. I'll leave all those videos down below for you. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you some of the meals, most of the dinners, some of the breakfasts that we did end up eating while my in-laws were in town. I did not record them at all. They may have been okay with being on camera, but it felt very crazy in my house with 8 people around all the time and trying to entertain them. Took the paddle boards out, we went on bike rides, show you all of the food, and then we'll meet back here again at the end to talk about how everything went. Breakfast the first morning was bacon, scrambled eggs, and an assortment of fruits. So I did my first cantaloupe, a couple of peaches. There's the eggs for you. This was a huge hit. I think everything was gone by the end of this morning, maybe a couple of cantaloupe left over. And then this was actually the previous night. I was getting ready to cook up my chicken. So I'm mixing up my marinade, my mustard, lemon juice, and rosemary marinade for all of my grilled chicken that I was doing. And then I just marinated it in the refrigerator overnight. I will have all of the recipes that I used down below. This is from Anne Burrell. If you've never cooked any of her recipes, she's amazing. She's got big, bold flavors and really tasty food. So I've always been a fan of her recipes. The next day, when I'm actually cooking the chicken on the grill, I decided to do carrot fries. So here I am peeling all my carrots. If you guys didn't know this, if you have the right peeler, you can just go back and forth on the carrots. I showed this to Haley and she's like, what? So here are all my carrots in the air fryer. These do shrink down quite a bit. So I would say do a lot more than you think you need. And I just do oil and salt and pepper on the carrot fries, and that's it. And I was also going to do a cauliflower mash. So I'm breaking up my cauliflower here. So I just cut right around the core and peel it into big chunks, and I'm giving it a nice rinse in my salad spinner. After I was done with that, I boiled it in some salted water until it was soft, and then you'll see what I did with that in just a second. And I got these gorgeous cucumbers from a farm stand here, not in my town, but kind of close to my town. So I just decided to slice those up, like make a little crudité. My whole family loves cucumbers. To make today's cauliflower mash, I bought myself a new toy. Look at it. I'm so happy. It's so pretty. I picked this up at Bed Bath & Beyond, and I think it's going to be able to power through my food processing tasks with direction and magnitude.
Both direction and magnitude. Oh yeah!
Wait, okay, I mean speed and precision. So let's drain our boiled cauliflower and dump it in here with some butter. Okay, that puppy is full to the top. On. I think it works, my friends. Man, that sucker can hold a lot. This is officially my new favorite toy. I've used it many times since this first time, and it's like, oh my gosh, what a machine. It's so much better than my Ninja food processor. It's amazing. And the grilled chicken, and I did have that 10-pound bag of chicken, so each person was allowed to have a thigh and a drumstick, and I had leftovers. Like, there was tons and tons of food this night. Today we're having hamburgers on the grill with, we're gonna try something bacon-wrapped corn on the cob. We're gonna see how that goes. Broccoli also on the side, and some cut up fruit. So I'm gonna cut up our second cantaloupe. The other one is already gone. Probably a couple of peaches and apple slices. Nice, quick, easy, everything outside on the grill, and everything should taste delicious. Funny story about the cantaloupe. So I had sliced this cantaloupe, you'll see in just a second, into slices instead of chunks, and I just put it in a bowl and put it on the table. And this night, I'm not joking, Ryan, my 8-year-old, ate the entire cantaloupe by himself. Not one other person had any cantaloupe. Ryan ate all of it. He ate a hamburger and I think some broccoli and some corn and the entire cantaloupe. Like, do your 8-year-olds eat an entire cantaloupe by themselves along with dinner, like not just by itself? I could not believe, he just wouldn't stop eating it. Cantaloupe's definitely one of his favorites. And I had a couple of kiwis that were ripe at this point, so I just sliced those up as well. I've said this before in videos, but I find that if you're having a hard time getting your kids to eat fruits and vegetables and whatever, if you just prep them and chop them up and just put them in front of them, they're much more willing to just like take a bite and try it, and then they'll get used to eating these types of things. I did soak these apple slices in a bowl of lemon water so they wouldn't get brown, and my kids thought that was amazing because they had this like lemony background. Lemon apples is kind of what they were calling them. They loved these, and apples are probably one of Tyler's favorite fruits. So he was happy to finish the entire bowl by himself. Okay, trying to figure out how to wrap this corn in bacon and grill it. Like I can't even go all the way around. Dude, that's a lot of bacon. Can I stretch? Okay, I can stretch it. That is a big ear of corn too. But how do you get the bacon to stay? Like, do you just put it that side down and keep your fingers crossed? This is a whole new experience for me. I just don't want to like hate life. You know what I mean? Because once I wrapped shrimp in bacon and tried to grill it, and I hated life that day because it didn't work very well. And I don't have toothpicks, and I don't want to go to the store. How's that? What do you think, Dave? If I set it down like that, like with the end pieces down, it would maybe stay? Probably. Okay, we're gonna try it with, I think, 6 of them. And I actually ended up with 2 more ears of corn, but they look very sad. Like, look at that. These were from Walmart. Dave's parents brought these with them because they want to leave them in their fridge. Ugh. Tell me Walmart produce is good. False. Albertsons. Walmart. This is what cooking is all about. How do you know if you can do something or not until you try? You right, Dave?
Right.
Exactly. I have no idea if I can do this. Am I doing it right? Probably not. I hope Gordon Ramsay never sees my videos, ever. I knew I was gonna hate life. Like, it's a great idea in theory, but in practice, I think, oh crap, it's unraveling on the other side. How does it even work?
I think I have to just be more careful or think about the direction of travel. I don't know.
Rewrap. All right. Maybe they should go lower so they get a little bit more char on them or something and then move them up, perhaps. I don't know. Definitely not an expert at bacon wrapped corn. Even though the cooking of the corn was very difficult, I would say the flavor was spectacular. Like, the flavor of the corn was just unmatched. So we decided to try it again, like later, not in this video, but wrap it in foil. So right here in my KitchenAid, I am mixing up the sugar-free dessert that I mentioned in my meal plan. It's the Sex in a Pan recipe from, I believe it's Wholesome Yum. And so I'm mixing up the chocolate layer right now. I went with the easy method, which is just mixing cocoa powder with the cream cheese and a fake sweetener of some kind. I used stevia in mine because I couldn't find erythritol. And then the topping of this is just crunched up sugar-free chocolate chips. This was really tasty, but so rich. So this is the next night, and we had smoked a brisket with a massive salad and some cut up peaches and a little bit of sourdough sliced toast. And that was basically dinner on the last night. Oh, brisket's good. Hey, I am just mixing up the Instant Pot Sous Vide egg bites for tomorrow morning's breakfast. And I'm gonna be using these silicone molds I picked up on Amazon that go in the Instant Pot. So each one makes 7. I got 2. And they do have these lids. Oh, so you can like keep them in the fridge like that. How cute, I love it. Okay, Andrew saw these and he's like, hey, that would make great ice cubes. And I'm thinking, look, that's the biggest ice cube I've ever seen in my life. But if you wanted like big ice cubes, you could totally do that. I'm doubling the recipe I'm giving you because I wanted to make 14 and the recipe only makes 7. 12 eggs in here, and it says to add milk, but we're just gonna use half and half because I have it. Half a cup for my doubled recipe here. Okay, I can't lift it with that hand. I hurt my wrist on my left hand. Like, it hurts to like, I don't know what I did. I must have tweaked it weird. I can't lift this with my left hand right now because it's bugging my wrist. I don't know what that's about. It's like I'm old or something. Okay, that's gonna be so good. Salt, pepper, and garlic are up next. And since I'm feeling especially lazy today, I did not feel like chopping garlic. Garlic powder it is. I think someone told me that it's a quarter teaspoon of garlic powder to 1 clove. Am I doing that right? Someone please send help. So I'm gonna do a half a teaspoon of this, because it is like a bacon, egg, and cheese bite, and I don't want to overwhelm it with garlic. Half a teaspoon of pepper, half a teaspoon of salt. I'm just using table salt. That hurts my wrist too. I probably just slept on it weird last night, like bent, you know what I mean? You ever do that? And 1 cup of cheese, cheddar cheese, shredded. The question I have about cheese is it packed? Like, do you pack it in there? So mix that in the blender. Okay, so I keep having in my head, I keep thinking vigorously, but what is that from? Like I see the scene in whatever show or movie that that's from, vigorously. Okay, if you know what that's from, please tell me. It's gonna drive me crazy. I guess that's good. Okay, you are supposed to grease these. So I'm gonna spray them with Pam. I hope that's okay. A little bit of bacon at the bottom of each one. So I don't know how much bacon I'm supposed to put. This is gonna end up being like a burrito situation where I overfill it. What do you want it at? Okay, add the egg mixture. Don't fill to the brim. Oh, is that too much? Ugh, I don't know. I have my trivet in here and 1 cup of water. So we're gonna put these in now. Okay, I'm gonna dump it. What if I did this? Okay, there we go. We're gonna layer those down like that. Lid on. Seal. Okay, manual for 8 minutes. Natural release for 5. So, did I make them too big? I didn't fill them all the way. Like I listened to I listened to the instructions. Oh, they're falling. Do you see that? Yeah. Did you see that? Mm-hmm. Whoa. That is so weird. Oh my gosh, they look like worms. That's weirdly disturbing. I'm trying to get the little trivet trays. Oh, my wrist. Ow, 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 ow. Ah, ah, steam burn. All right, the instructions say to let it cool for like 7 minutes before I try and pop these out. Oh, look, they got squishy. Here are my egg bites. I will say they popped right out of those little molds, so that worked out well. And now I need a taste tester. Hey, Mom. What are you doing? You want to taste test my egg bites?
No.
What?
Where's the eating?
Yes, exactly. It's eating.
All right.
Where's your knife and picture? Okay. You can like cut a bite out of it.
I have to
clear your cleanse your
palate.
Yeah, cleanse your
My
palate.
palate. They're kind of.
Yeah, they're weird. They're like steamed.
What's in it?
Egg, sausage, bacon. I mean, egg, bacon, cheese, milk, salt, pepper.
I probably wasn't the best person to try this out on.
Okay.
Since I'm not a huge egg lover.
You're right. I can't believe I did that. She doesn't even like eggs. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's different. I was so not expecting that.
Another word for it.
It's-
I'm not sure if I like it.
I like it. Scrambled eggs together with ham,
Well, it's bacon
bacon,
and cheese.
and cheese. Cheese? I don't taste any cheese.
I blended it in the blender, so it's
You know
very
what we
small.
had with a toast with some jam on it.
I could eat that for breakfast.
They're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what happened. He said a couple of things that I thought were super interesting. Number one, he said if anybody leaves your house hungry, it's their own fault. And I mention that because I get comments all the time that my portions aren't big enough and I don't have enough food and people would go hungry. And so it was nice to hear from an outsider who doesn't live with me that that's just not the case. I do have a wide variety of food options at each meal. Number two, his blood sugar range that he's trying to hit is about 90 to 150 every time he checks it, and he does check several times a day. Now, I obviously haven't seen him in several months, but I know before he would struggle with it being up in the 200s and things like that when I've watched it in the past. This long weekend that they were here at our house, he would come upstairs and tell my mother-in-law, oh my gosh, my blood sugar was 115. That's amazing, it's never been that low. The last day, after he checked it, it was 90. 90 is what mine is. Like, I don't have diabetes. I'm just like a normal person. 90s, let's call it the average. number of someone who doesn't struggle with their blood sugar. And he couldn't not believe how much his blood sugar had come down to the point where he actually needed to start taking less insulin because his blood sugar wasn't as high. And so I thought that that was really interesting after watching him eat for just a couple of days, to watch his blood sugar levels really stabilize by being really mindful about what he was eating. So that was really encouraging to me to know that like I didn't screw the whole thing up. The dessert that I made, I would definitely make some tweaks to if I were to make it again. I cut the slices way too big. It was so filling, but you don't notice that when you're eating it because it tastes very light. But when you're done, you feel like there's a brick in your stomach. And I guess lastly, something that they both said that the food was delicious. They were full, they felt satisfied. Everything was super, super yummy. Even my mother-in-law asked me like where I got the keto buns, where I find the low carb wraps, how do I make the cauliflower rice, because she was like, this tastes better than regular rice. I should be making this. I think overall it was a success. I hope you guys enjoyed this really mindful meal plan and eating style in today's video. If you haven't subscribed yet, maybe hit the button and the notification bell so you guys are notified when I do post a new video. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Once again, I will see you tomorrow. So the shirt I'm wearing today is the Mickelson Trail, which is the 109-mile bike ride my family did at the beginning of July. If you guys are new enough to where you don't know what I am talking about, I will leave mine and Dave's videos for you for our big summer family vacation. His video is focused mostly on the trail itself and the bike ride, where my video focuses on the entire trip, all of the activities we did, all of the lodging that we stayed at. And also, I'll talk about this in a future video, but I think these coconut chocolate almonds are worth paying for the Costco membership. I can't find something like this anywhere. Sam's doesn't have them, Walmart doesn't have them, Winco doesn't have them, Costco has them. So if you were to do nothing but buy these, I think that would be worth it. Plus also you can like split your membership with someone because they give you 2 cards. So I got my membership from my mom. She has a membership and she has no one for a second card. So she gave me her second card. So I'm on my mom's membership. They're so good. They're so good. And it spilled water all over my shirt. I know you guys are gonna say something about my KitchenAid like on the floor. Here's the problem about the KitchenAid. I don't like my counters cluttered with lots of stuff. I keep my blender base out because Dave uses that every day. I keep my fruit bowl out because we eat out of it every day. My knives stay out, my oil bottles stay out. But I don't want a KitchenAid on my counter. And I don't want my Bosch on my counter. The KitchenAid weighs 1,000,000 pounds. It is so heavy. Like, it's so heavy. I'm like, oh, trying to put it back in the pantry when I'm done with it. So I just leave it there because I'm lazy and it's heavy. What else am I gonna do with it? I don't know. It's annoying to move. Those of you with the KitchenAid, do you leave it on your counter all the time? That's it for today.